Okay, listeners, it gives me great pleasure to introduce two very good Facebook friends of mine, known them for some time, Catherine and Tim TJ Johnson. Very pleased to welcome you to the Steve Harris Online Radio Show. And these guys, they're going to tell us a bit about a fantastic tool, an internet marketing tool, which I think we'll all want to be having and using. I'm extraordinarily interested in it, and in fact, I have to disclose my interest here. I have actually signed up to it. So how about that? It's actually called JMap. So I'm going to leave the rest for you guys to tell us about. Catherine, TJ, really look forward now to hearing a lot more about this JMap. It sounds fantastic.
Well, thank you, Steve. It's our pleasure to be here this morning. And yes, we're very excited to have come across this really unique internet marketing tool that will help people with their SEO. Um, Created totally for non-geeks and people like me who just really don't completely understand how SEO works.
Yeah, and JMap is part of what is called the Joint Marketing Alliance, and of course, JMap stands for the Joint Marketing Alliance Platform. And what it is a platform that, when used the way it's taught to use, will give you direct, organic search engine placement. So if you're not really familiar with that, what it is in the organic search area, those first three spots at the top of an organic search is where most of the internet traffic goes to when a search is done. And so with the use of this platform, you can take your current website, you can build a new one, you can take a replicated site from your own network marketing company, put it on top of one of these platforms, find the keywords for the people that you want to target, because that's the most
Relevant.
yeah, most relevant in thing that you need to do is you need to target the market to what you're presenting on the internet.
Sure.
And what we've seen happen for us is just incredible. Catherine, she started out as knowing nothing. I mean, right, Catherine?
Well, when you met me 5 years ago, I didn't even know how to create a file and copy and paste. So yeah, I'm totally a non-geek.
Sure, sure. And also the other thing I should say is that it isn't this tool, this marketing tool, isn't something that you need to know other parts of information about from other things you've been doing. You can go into this cold and actually manage to skyrocket, if you like. Excuse the punt there, Tim. Your product or your internet domain name. That's what it relates to. Because I think you get a free domain when you register up. Am I right in saying that?
Uh, well, if you already have a domain, then yeah, it's pretty much free.
No, you will
but you'll still have to get a secondary domain, which is okay. And right now, until the alliance gets their own servers set up, right now we have them go to GoDaddy
Okay,
or another service to set up a domain name, and then we place everything on that server for them.
fine, fine. So
yeah. So
yeah, go for it, Catherine.
the basic skills you need to get started is yes, knowing how to register a domain and set up hosting, and then the company that runs JMap will actually set up the platform for you once you give them your login information, etc., to your server. And then you're really good to go. And they have tutorials and weekly webinars to get people educated on how to use the platform. And they do have all different levels. So they have for beginners just starting out what they call JMap Lite, and it goes all the way up to what the latest one they're creating is JMap Pro, which is going to have so many capabilities and advanced options that's going to be for people who are like already webmasters, already know how to internet market, and feel comfortable using technology. So for people just starting out, we highly recommend just getting in at their simple version, the JMap Lite, and learning more as you go and then upgrading.
Catherine, what should their expectations be if they get in on the ground level, and that's the JMap Lite? Where could they be with their domain, if you like? How much time is it likely to occupy them in program things in, and how soon could they expect to see that keyword that they've put in with the domain up there in the front pages of Google search, if you like? How long will that take?
JMap has actually been active now for about a year, and everyone that has tested the platform and been using it this past year has had similar results 100% of the time. From the moment that you get your domain registered, just a fresh, brand new domain, and have your platform up and running, once you start building your website and posting content, within 1 week, within 7 days, you are ranked on the first page of Google within like 6 to 7 days. That was my experience. Even as a non-geek, I was able to get my very simple, ugly duckling first website ever up within like 6 days.
Okay, so
What's important there is you do have to follow what they teach on how to do that. Otherwise, your results are going to vary from what a lot of people have experienced.
okay, so if I've already got an existing WordPress website, with its domain, of course,
Right.
can I use that to do this, or have I got to create a new website per se?
Well, there'll be decisions that you can make. They are uh, able to embed some existing websites at the top of the platform already. It just kind of depends. Some websites embed readily and some don't. Or you can use your JMap platform with a new website to get to the top quickly and then link to your WordPress existing website. It just depends how you want to do that.
Well, actually, Steve, to answer your question directly, because Jim and Mark have worked with WordPress a lot, the system does work well with WordPress sites. And so you would be able to put up your WordPress blog or site up on the embedded portion of the platform and just take off from there.
Wow, that's impressive. Now, the thing that I want to mention to listeners here, if they haven't already thought about it themselves, I mean, I'm not a techie, and I've bought into SEO specialists most of my working life, as far as like the internet is concerned, and have spent many hundreds, well, certainly thousands of pounds with SEO people promising me that I'm going to get into the front page of Google and they'll do this and they'll do that. And you know what? 3-4 months later, with much money spent, nothing has ever happened. Now, if you guys have worked with this for the period of time that you have, and I know, Tim, this isn't your full-time job. You've stepped into this because you want to grasp more in relation to internet marketing. It'd be great if you just tell the listeners what your full-time job is, so that they can get a take on that, Tim.
Yeah, getting back to your earlier pun, skyrocketing. Yeah, I am a rocket scientist. I do build and support rocket engines out at a base here that launches satellites, and so
Wow.
that's where my experience comes from. But I've been in and out of internet marketing businesses since 1998, and actually I was born in a building that is now serving as the computer lab for the University of Wyoming, where I went to school.
Fantastic.
So I guess the computers and the internet are in my blood.
I just have to say here, Tim, I know you won't mind me mentioning it. If anyone has got a problem with their satellite, please don't message Tim. He will not be able to help you. Go through your local people. But no, that's great. So my point here is, guys, listeners, we are talking to two very ordinary, very lovely people that have grasped an idea here that has short-circuited and saved thousands of dollars, thousands of pounds in hoping that SEO specialist is in fact going to perform as well as they say they might perform over possibly 6 months and longer, because that's how long they say it takes to get you into generic Google search pages, top search pages. So it's good to know that we've got good, honest information coming back. And also the other exciting thing about this is a very, very new platform, very new tool. Am I right in saying that, guys?
Yes, it is. The early makings of this tool started about 3 years ago and went through several different revolutions. And then it was early this year that it started coming out as the JMap platform. And as he's tweaked it up and optimized it, actually this weekend he's launching out the platform into the public internet space.
Okay. Good stuff. And so this is all available right now. Most of it's all kind of up and working. How high up the ladder do you need to be to be an affiliate for this to this program? Do you get it? Can you recommend it and be compensated on the very ground level, or do you have to buy into sort of a different stream?
Well, actually, you can come in like you have done, Steve, and right now you're called a free member for us because you're kind of looking at the platforms and what you might be able to use. If you become a Joint Marketing Alliance member, which is a $29.95 a month membership fee, that's when you can hook into all the platforms to promote them and then earn affiliate commissions as well as back end matrix type commissions off of promoting the products.
I see.
Yeah, so you're not actually using the platform yourself, but you're promoting it. So you're just a full-on affiliate. People can do both, just be an affiliate or be like a business owner, not interested in promoting the product, but just using it themselves.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then from what I understand, the way the system is being set up for after this weekend is once you're in and you do want to be part of the matrix payouts, which is basically as you build people underneath you that are also either just using it for their own purposes or out promoting it, then you need to buy up into what is called the Freedom of the Web 1, 2, 3, or 4. And those are all like one-time purchases with then the purchase of a platform for the specific level. So 1 has the light platform, and then 4 is going to have the pro platform when it's available.
I see. Okay. Well, these are all things I dare say that will come up on the website and the information, and those links will be on the Steve Harris Radio Facebook page, and we'll also put it into the Steve Harris radio.com website as well. You can post that in because it's a WordPress website. So if you get into the SteveHarrisRadio.com website, then please feel free to do that, guys. Like to see that information for our listeners. That'd be really helpful.
Well, one thing we ought to add too is there's also commercial products available for people that don't want to control their own SEO marketing, which you do with the platforms. You can get commercial products, and the tech team with JMap will do everything for you.
Wow. Okay. So, and is there a sort of a minimum commitment period on this, or is this just a month by month situation?
Yeah, it's always a month by month.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, Tim, Catherine, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. Thank you so much for telling us about JMap. I'm going to be there. I will be there and phoning and bugging you mad to find out more information about this. I want to see if I can actually do, as Catherine's just mentioned, see if we can get up there in 7 days. That would be really interesting.
Yeah, we'd really like to help you with that, Steve, because I know you helped Catherine a lot with her video presentations earlier on when we first met you, and like to get you up into that market space where everybody sees you.
For sure, love to do that. And Catherine, you're a natural. I mean, I didn't really have to say very much. You're just a natural. So without any further ado, thank you so much again. And listeners, if you want more information on JMap, please head over to the links there that will be on my Facebook page, which is Steve Harris Radio, and also the website, which is SteveHarrisRadio.com. Catherine, Tim, Thanks so much, and we look forward to being in touch with you very shortly.
It was our pleasure, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Bye for now.